All right, we are now live with podcast night. We are it's our first broadcast. I'd like to welcome you. Um, what else should I say? To be completely honest with you all, we're completely winging this because literally just got home from something, and so yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes. So we have some stuff planned tonight. I hope it's a good schedule. I don't really know how long it's gonna last. Well, again, this is our first broadcast, so this is gonna be kind of casual, hopefully. First, uh, first of all, I'd like to welcome you, our special guest, Mason Fink.
Hi. Hi.
I'm actually my apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Alex Bodel. I am the, I guess, official owner of the podcast night. My friend Jude, I haven't invited him yet. Jude Giganti, he might be joining us tonight. I'm not really sure about that. Um, we'll see what goes on. But uh, so yeah, this is just a brief welcome statement, um, saying my hellos in a way. Um, Mason, you have anything to add?
Nothing really. You basically covered everything all except that I have my own podcast called The Friday Show, which is on YouTube. Eventually, we'll
Yes,
put that in the description.
yes. Uh, Again, it's called the Friday Show. I'll put it in the description later on. We'll also probably put it in the chat for now, but again, that'll be in the description. It's called Friday Night, or what is it?
Friday Night Podcast.
Friday Night Podcast. Okay, that's good.
Every Thursday at 7.
Oh yes, yes. I mean, I'm not really sure why it's called Friday in that case, but whatever goes on. I seem to have lost my. Oh, here we are. Okay, uh, we're gonna uh, we're gonna do tonight with some segments. That's what I'm gonna call them. Just kind of keep organized, hopefully. Segment one. I don't really know if I should call it a segment or not. It's just gonna be explaining my channel information because might as well do it now instead of never. Just to get some more information on what we do, and this is this is very not planned. Just so yeah, I'll just give you some information on our channel. It was originally my idea in order to create this podcast. It was something that I was interested in, and I this broadcast. I mean, Mason kind of gave me the idea a little bit since he created his own podcast. It kind of led over to me because I just kind of had the feeling to do something like this, and I thought it would be
You're
fun. I don't
welcome.
really know. Yes,
You're
yes, thank
welcome.
you. Okay, great. So yeah, I'm not really sure how this is going to work out, but we're hoping to have a straight schedule here that's going to work out. We'll see how it goes on tonight. For example, was not a good night to follow our schedule because this is usually not when I get home. It was really the odd night out here for Friday at least. So yeah, we're the schedule is in our channel description, and yeah, that's all I have now. Things will pop up more throughout our talk tonight, as well as other broadcasts, hopefully. Um, so yeah, that was really short. I'm not really sure if there's a time on here. I'm still learning the Google Hangouts feature.
So I know you guys
And
have a Friday or the podcast night has a Facebook page, which if you haven't checked that out already, check that out. Do you guys have a Twitter page?
no, we do not yet. I'm not really sure how many people would check over Twitter, but
There's one in
um,
the works, I guess.
and there might be someone coming up my stairs right now. So if I mute my volume, or mute my mic really quick, then I'll just know that I'll be back, and you can just talk a little. That's so yeah. That's really it for the channel information. It was really short, obviously. Next up, we got just some. Here, one second, we'll be back.
All right, well, Alex, pause for a minute. I don't know. I think we're moving on to the next segment. I'm not sure, but that's up to
Yes,
him.
I'm sorry. I'm right back.
Yeah.
Okay. Just now we're just gonna have a casual talk. We were gonna do this on a subject just to keep everything organized, but not really sure how we're gonna be doing this. We're definitely gonna learn along the way as we do stuff like this in podcasts. So I'm trying to be um,
You see, that's the way I did it, and then all I got was comments saying that, "Oh, my podcast sucked. You didn't all this other stuff," and then nobody wanted to watch it. But yeah,
Well,
whatever. If you don't want to watch it, then don't watch.
yeah, I mean, if it definitely, if any of you guys, I mean, I know there's like 0 viewers right now. Actually, there's two, but that's me and Mason, obviously. But because we're actually just tuning in ourselves, just kind of testing it out. If there's any recommendations on what we should be doing, what we're doing wrong, and everything, please just let us know. Because every podcast that we make will be uploaded on our YouTube channel after it is filmed live. So yeah, that's all I got about that. Again, that's another channel information point out that kind of just jumped out of nowhere there. But anyway, yeah. So this is rather awkward because we're just gonna be talking. Like, I mean, I just don't want to announce. Oh, we'll just be talking now, you know. But
Yeah.
that's unfortunately the way it's got to be. So yeah. How are
What do
you?
you want to talk about? What do you talk? I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
You're fine, okay, with your snazzy little mic there. I don't got one myself, but
My snazzy little mic. Well, your sound quality
yeah.
is just fine.
Oh well, that's good to hear. I mean, I'm using a built-in laptop mic, so because I base off of a laptop, I never really use a desktop computer,
But I
even
thought you
for
have a
gaming.
headset. Are you using the headset microphone or?
Unfortunately, my new laptop that I got a few months ago does not have a microphone
But you
input
just told me you're using your built-in microphone.
built in. Yes, built into the laptop next to the webcam. You know what I'm talking about? It's not external. Meaning so. Um, Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't have that. I mean, I could use USB, but I don't have a USB one. So anyway, all right. So what I'm thinking about the channel is that it's most likely going to be me and Mason doing a lot of this stuff, mainly for the reason that no one's seen our channel yet. We just made
Yeah.
it yesterday, and Mason's supposed to be a special guest here, and he's kind of acting as like a kind of co-chair sort of thing. Not really sure how Jude's gonna work out, but I mean, I
He's
don't
very
really because
responsible, and from my experience in the last podcast, he has difficulties. First of all, being on time. Second of all, his camera quality sucks because he uses an iPhone, and his audio quality sucks. Plus, he will never agree with you on anything. Um, all he does is say what you're doing wrong, what you're doing wrong, and well, that's for the most part everything that he does. But he completely ruins the podcast, so I wouldn't invite him if I were you.
well,
You're
yeah, I
welcome.
mean, yeah, okay. Anyway, I mean, that was on your show, so I mean, Jude would be expected to pick you around and stuff. See, Mason here is with me in school. We know each other in real life, thankfully, and yes,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately. He's kind of the kid that gets picked around a lot, and I kind of feel bad for him, honestly. Anyway, um,
You're
um,
so mean.
I mean, he bought that microphone off of eBay just so he could do podcasts, and here he is on his Friday night with us. So, I mean, we'll see how this works out. Um,
Oh,
and I
what
know we're
about
just
that
talking.
Selena movie we were watching in Spanish class? What do you think of that?
Yes, we were watching Selena in class. I don't know if any of you watched Selena. I've never seen it. I've never like heard of Selena before
What's
this
the
movie.
actual
But
What's the actual movie called? Do you know?
I think it's really called Selena. I mean, it might be having some Spanish title, even though it's like English. I'm pretty sure it's just Selena. Um, if any of you don't know who Selena is, I guess I could describe her
She's
as
a
a.
singer, and to ruin the story, and spoiler alert, she gets shot, and it's like, okay, so the movie was so positive, and she becomes so like a pop singer, like if you ever.
She's really famous in her Spanish and English singing, um, and we're at the point in the movie where she's in a dream, and Well, see,
Well,
we
it's not
don't know if
confirmed
she's
she's
still in the
dream,
dream though.
and she
Yes, I
gets
mean she was
shot.
in a dream at one point, and then all of a sudden it just turns to the scene where she gets shot. So
Yeah,
we're not,
it's
and then the class ended.
it's
So
so
we're gonna figure it
confusing.
out tomorrow, apparently,
Like some
or not
weirdo
tomorrow.
tomorrow, Tuesday. Some weirdo threw a rose on the stage, and then it was like an immediate news story to like, oh, blah 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 has been shot. But what the story is there's this lady who is her fan club president, and she's been taking all the money from the fan club and using it for herself. And they're sort of catching on to that, Selena and her
Yeah,
father.
I honestly think it would make more sense if it was a dream, so she can kind of predict what's happening, what's going to happen in her life. But see, it's kind of confusing to us because we don't know if she was actually in the dream or not.
Yeah,
Um,
but I think if it was from a dream, it would be more of like from her standpoint, not like a
yes,
news standpoint, not like the SWAT people standpoint, and it wouldn't
yes,
be showing that camera angle of the lady
that's
holding a gun to her head. I don't think that would be.
yeah, yeah. That is a good point to point out. Um, anyway, as we're talking here, I'm gonna try and get Jude on because I actually talked to him earlier. Um, um, yeah, let me just invite him here. Wonder if he'll come on. So if you hear someone new, he's got a nice high pitched voice. He'll be on
Oh yeah, yeah. Talk
momentarily.
about Jude.
Um, anyway, um, just talking like human beings here is just like it's I don't know how it's gonna work out for our channel. Like I mean this is our first broadcast and I'm not really sure how this is gonna work out at all. Like I don't even know if you guys are gonna like this kind of talk or if you want us to actually stick to a subject, which I think that's more reasonable of an idea. But I just don't know how this is gonna turn out for you guys and well obviously you guys, everybody watching. I just don't know how it's gonna work out. So if we're just talking like idiots right now, then you don't honestly just turn off the video. You don't have to watch this at all. Um, it's just I'm not really sure how this is gonna work, and we're gonna learn from this eventually. Um,
Did you hear that?
so huh?
Do you hear that?
Or what?
That cracking noise. That was my knuckles. Anyways, I stained my deck earlier, which was a complete joke. But my mother and I did it, and it was really weird. So I wore these blue gloves, but then I rolled up my sleeves because it was horrible. So I was using the brush, and like my whole arm was covered in stain, and it looked like I had like 10 billion freckles. I looked like Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien.
Not really
You know
sure
who
who that
Conan
is.
O'Brien? Conan
No,
O'Brien. You never heard of Conan O'Brien? Have you ever heard of TBS, the television network?
no.
Yeah, TBS, the television network. I don't know what like the official name is for it, but Conan O'Brien hosts a talk show, a late night talk show on TBS, and it's actually pretty good. I mean, it's pretty funny. They have a lot of funny stuff. I'll send you some in I don't know a long time from now. Have you ever heard of the Pentatonics? Pentatonics.
Pentatonics, no, not
Pentatonics are
familiar.
Los Angeles based. I believe Los Angeles based. They're a really cool like cover band. They do a
Hmm.
lot of songs, a lot of like popular songs.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah. I'm not really sure with most of the people that you mentioned to me. Honestly, a lot of people you mentioned, I don't know what to say. Um, and for all you that are watching this video right now, Mason and I actually constantly uh, bully each other in a way.
oh yeah, oh
With
yeah.
with words like every day in a playful
Not
way, but
necessarily
sometimes it
just
might get out
words,
of hand.
even physically. You like beat me literally.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. So now is kind of
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
a nice relaxing, calm time for us. It's actually a very weird feeling,
It's
um,
called
that we're just
abnormal.
talking like normal citizens. No,
Normal
this is called normal.
citizens?
What we're doing
What
right
are we
now.
normally talking like? Prisoners of the school? Yeah, we normally talk like
I guess
prisoners of the
so.
school.
Anyway,
Normal
well,
citizens, we're still normal citizens inside of the school. What do you mean normal citizens? You're really killing me at this point.
normal people that are talking publicly on social media. We're not people that are just talking on our own conversations. We're not talking privately. This is new to us. Well, new to me at least, because I've never really done this before. Mason has his own broadcast again. Um, Back to what we were saying earlier about the Facebook page. Yeah, make sure you like the Facebook page. That gives you guys live updates on the any schedule changes, which actually worked out for us, um, like yesterday and today, because I didn't really know how this is going to work. Excuse me for a second.
He doesn't know how it's going to work, so he wants us to excuse him for a second.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, so it helped because I this Friday was just weird. I didn't know how it was going to work out at all. Especially when it becomes when it's we're summer break for us. It's going to be more flexible. Um, I'm actually going out of town after we get out of school, like about a
Oh
week
yeah,
after. So I'm not really sure
can't wait for that. All
how
my
that's going to
vacations
work
are in
out.
July, so I have to wait till July.
Well, it's going to be easier because I'm going to be able to stream or
You're really breaking up there.
podcast later. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fine.
No. All right, good. Yeah, I'm far away from my Wi-Fi, so for my router, actually, it's in the kitchen because
Yeah,
AT&T doesn't know how to.
I learned the hard way that it's best if you hardwire yourself to the Wi-Fi. If you're doing a podcast that you need constant streaming to,
Yes,
because
that's
my
the.
internet for some stupid reason cuts out every so often, and I absolutely hate that. Hate it, hate it, hate it.
Well, see, that's what I would do. I'm not normally up here with using my laptop open because I'm actually in my bedroom right now, to be honest. Um, uh,
To be honest,
I usually use a Ethernet wire, a Cat 6 cable that runs to my TV. I unplug it from my TV, put it in my laptop because I'm right next to it. So why not do that? Because no one uses TV anyway. Um, well, I don't at least. So yeah, I'm usually using that, and I mean I'm closer to the router in that way. Um, anyway, so I mean I don't really need to use a Cat 6 cable down there more than I need to up here. Because actually, another story for you. AT&T, when we switched to Uverse, they had to put our router. It used to be in our office, which is where the computer is and stuff. They put our router in the kitchen, which is all the way across the house from the office, because they didn't they didn't want to run a wire all the way around my
wait,
house to the office. They were just that lazy. So
wait. You use a ISP provided router? You're
yes.
kidding.
Well, we didn't before, but when we switched to Uverse, I guess it just set us up one. So we're like, okay, what the
You're
heck?
so
So
pathetic. You need to buy your own routers.
yeah, I know it's something to get used to. So yeah, everything just was really bad from that point on because the office now had to be run without an Ethernet wire. So it was like really far away, and it would cut off connection. It would be really slow to like Google, for example. A couple months ago, I think it was, we ran a Cat 6 wire down in our basement, um, to the office, so it'll actually get better connection. It was well worth it too. Um, Later on, since we knew how to do that, we put another one to our TV so that solid connection.
So do you crimp
That's
your
the one I
custom?
use.
Do you
Huh?
do you custom crimp your connections or do you buy them pre-made? Do you make your Ethernet cables or do you buy them?
we bought our Cat 6 cable from I think it was Home Depot or something.
So, when you bought the Cat 6 cable, did it have headers on it, or did you have to crimp it yourself?
Uh, it well, no, yeah, we actually did have to wire it ourselves. It was just like a regular Cat
Crimp.
6
Did you
cable.
have to crimp it
Yeah, you could say
yourself?
whatever.
You
I
have
mean, you
to
could say
take those
whatever you want,
squeezy
but
things on the plastic piece.
yes, we had to do that. It was actually quite fun. I learned how to do that, and with all the colors and stuff, it shows you how to do that.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
that's really fun. That's something to enjoy. Oh yeah.
yes.
I did that
I'm.
recently, but it was an absolute failure, and I completely destroyed the whole thing. And then I had to throw out like 10 feet of Ethernet
Well, I
cable.
mean, I would expect that from a person like. No, I'm kidding.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, yeah.
great. Okay. Anyway, Mason, actually, quite honestly, I'm glad that you're actually spending time with us. I thought you would be on your own podcast, and you're actually giving me some company, which that probably won't happen in the other broadcasts. I mean, I'm not really sure what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
Um,
you should invite Brian Miller and
I mean,
Flip Hell and all that stuff.
I don't
I
know
think
if
they.
they.
But
Hmm?
also, if you want to share this podcast with your friend, instead of copying and pasting a long YouTube link, just do j.mp/podcast night with a capital P and a capital N, and then you're gonna get to this show.
Yes, and we might. I mean, we might have some more links later on. I mean, this is just the start of the engine. We're not trying to just blast off like good people here with the amazing footage that people are gonna love and get millions of it. It's not gonna happen that way, and we need to work for that. And I mean, I'm not looking for that anytime soon. Honestly, I'm looking for like 20 people that view our podcast. I'm not.
And now we're not
For
even
now at
getting
least. I mean, I
one.
don't,
Yeah, we're looking for 20 people. We're
well,
barely even getting
I mean,
one.
I'm not even expecting that either. I'm just because I mean, we're we're new. We decided this yesterday, and it's
And
something new for
you
me.
just started this
And
yesterday, and you already have a trademark on podcast night.
that was just for some feature. I mean, I used to use that for different YouTube channels that I just never like used. Um, um, what was I gonna say? Anyway, we're almost to a half hour, 8 minutes from a half hour, so 22 minutes into the broadcast, pretty sure.
Okay, so what's next on the
Uh,
agenda? Are we gonna do a little Omegle hopping?
I called it Omegle hopping. I thought it was going to be a good idea. Hopefully, it
I
will.
think it's called
I messaged
trolling. I think
around.
it's called trolling, not hopping.
Trolling. Yeah, it could be trolling as well. I'm actually going to have to put my camera on for that. I mean, I don't have to, but people just skip you if you don't have a camera, and they'll get all pissed off. So, um, let's see if any of you aren't familiar with Omegle, I suggest you leave. No, I'm kidding. Uh, it's
Just
basically
expect you might
hello.
have some vulgar content. So if you don't want to see that, I suggest temporarily closing the podcast, and then we'll put an annotation in the podcast where you can skip past the Omegle section.
Yeah, we might have to do that, depending, because I mean, people always uh, use
And
that for their porn
sometimes
website.
Google
And
isn't very keen with that.
anyway, so yeah, it's not really gonna. I don't know if it's gonna work out that well because my internet connection right now, which is bad, like really bad. Because I might have to learn in the future, where I could go in my house that's I'm alone, and that's better for internet connection without a Cat 6 wire. Um, because we're not going to waste our time running another
Probably,
wire up here. Because that's
probably go in your basement. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard.
yeah. I mean, it's. I guess that's a
Just
try. I mean,
run a wire like temporarily all the way up your stairs in your room.
yeah, that would be hard. Anyway, yeah, let's get to that. I'm not. I mean, if the connection is really crappy, which I think it will be, I hope it doesn't though. Then we'll have to stop this, or
Well, the
maybe
thing
maybe you
it's
can do some. Uh,
for live people it might seem really bad, but then once this live stream stops, it will be uploaded to YouTube at much better quality. So expect that later on. Plus, Alex, in your video manager and your control center dashboard from the actual YouTube channel, you're able to see the bit rate, and if the bit rate goes too low, then I suggest you stop.
I see the control room. I don't see any bit rate. Do I have to click?
Go to the actual YouTube thing where you can see my
Oh, the
face.
YouTube. Yes, yes, I do
And
see
then there
that.
should be two things, two buttons, and the one towards the left is the one you're probably gonna want to click on.
Yes, yes, I do see. Oh, there we are. Well, we'll see what goes on, but I'm not gonna waste any more time, and I'm just gonna start this. Uh, Give me like a minute. I'm gonna have to adjust my sound that I filled with all day, and I actually know what to do now. Hopefully, this will work. Just give me
All
one.
day? You fiddled with it all day? It took you all day to fiddle with it?
I'll be right back. Just I might have to. I'm just gonna adjust my mic really quick. I'm gonna mute it really quick, so I'll be right back.
All right, so I guess I'm taking over for a minute while he adjusts his microphone quote. I'm doing quotes. And so, I mean, there really isn't anything really to talk about. Nobody's really watching. But eventually in the future, I'm hoping that some more people will join in. Maybe I will put this on my channel. I don't think I'm going to put the actual video on the Friday Show channel, but I'm probably going
Yeah,
to put
you
a
bet
link or a
you're
small preview.
not. Anyway, what's awkward is that I can hear my microphone now, which is what I'm gonna have to do for this to actually work. So, um, if I become a little slow, then that's why. Just
Yep.
something to get used to, definitely. I hope this works. Let's see what we can do here. Screen share, obviously. There we go. You see that? Yes, you can. Can you?
Yes,
Yes.
I can see it. And it says a social escape with a female on the right side of the screen.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay, if Google's viewing your stream, and if they see your stream and it has a piece of vulgar content, they will report you and probably take down this video. So just make sure that that is kept
Well,
clean,
there
please.
there probably will be a recommendation feature for YouTube. So we'll
Yeah.
see how it goes. Anyway, so you guys are going to see me like so. Let's just
Is
start
it
this.
Omegle or Omegle?
Not really sure. We're connecting to this
Well,
room
the
again. We have some.
pronunciation key on the actual page said Omegle.
You know what would be a good idea? Change my sound settings here.
We can say la di da da da, la di da 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 da, la di da da da, la di da 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 da. Okay,
Hello.
that is from the
Oh,
Pentatonics. Yes, I can hear you.
connect people that you're not. I guess
Is that annoying? Is that horrible?
it is.
Thank you.
Please stop.
You know, I think
Yes.
we should. I think we should. You're so late. I could tell
So take
you have
next to this.
horrible latency. I'm gonna turn off my camera so this looks
Just
better on the other end.
actually, I'm just hoping you guys know. they're gonna attack me. We can even get a chance tonight. That's the problem. I'm wasting anymore. I'm not gonna waste too much time. It's just either hello. Yeah, this is gonna really should go somewhere else for podcast. No, this is not.
It's obvious that I can hear
Jason, I don't know
hummingbirds
if you have
in the background of yours. Sorry, I was trying to fix my hair. So, la di
I
da
don't know if I try to do something
la di da da. Dude, I seriously, your bit rate's probably so low, right?
I don't know if you have any sound set up.
Yeah,
Like,
we should just skip that section of the entire show.
I mean, if you let me talk, I can tell you that if you want to do something like this right now, I don't know how if you have this sound setting set for it.
Yeah, mine would be.
Well, I don't know if you could just do like I don't know what you got set up. So
what do you think of Benghazi?
1 sec, I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch my sound settings back to normal. So I'll be back in a second.
This emails to H don't contain a smoking gun, at least not yet. That's hardly surprising since Hillary Clinton herself chose which emails to turn over to the Senate Department. But the first batch of messages related to the now notorious personal accounts that she used as Secretary of State does make clear that one headache will linger for the front running. Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Okay. We're obviously going to skip that segment. We have about 30 minutes left, about 28 minutes left for it to be an hour total, which will be a great time.
Okay.
Obviously, we're going to skip that. Hopefully, we'll fix that later by relocating somewhere else. Without further ado, let's go to our next segment. These are just ideas, by the way. Just ideas just came to my mind. I mean, we'll have more ideas in the future, hopefully, because this has been a really weird podcast so far.
Did you see that pipeline rupture in Santa Monica? I think it was Santa Barbara.
I see you're actually getting into our next segment, which I called it National News. Basically, we're just going to go on news websites and find an article that we like and talk about it. So right now, I could just share my screen.
Or not. Which is gonna ruin the bit rate.
I mean, well, I guess so. All right, I'll stop sharing. Maybe I'll share when I'm stable and I can find something that's good. So right now I'm on FoxNews.com, Fox National News. Just looking around. I don't know how many of you that are watching that actually know me in person, but if you knew me, then you would know that I'm really into aviation, the aviation subject, and hoping to be a pilot when I'm older. Well, older than I am now, obviously. I'm in flight training already, so slowly getting to that. It's an expensive hobby, but it's well worth it at the end.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I know.
You get
paid. I mean, if you believe in yourself, then it'll be.
If you believe in yourself, you will not get paid any more than the regular people get paid.
Or you could just go in the Air Force, like I might have to do. I'm seeing this article that says why drones should bug you. Or
did you see?
Should bug you.
I thought this was incredibly retarded. Sorry to block you on that last one, but there was. I showed you this news story actually. It was about a guy who hacked a Delta plane through their entertainment system, which is retarded. How?
That is actually a great subject to talk about. I really like to go into that. Let's just forget about the drones for now because those aren't really interesting at all, actually. I just clicked on it for the heck of the podcast. if you can link me to one of those, I'm just gonna search on Google really quick, see if I can find anything about that because I'm not really sure. And I didn't see it on the actual news station. I saw it on different like aviation news sort of things.
Yeah, so
Um,
what it is there's this hacker who took control of the plane. His name I don't have, but I should get for you shortly.
oh, there we go. Okay, I got a CNN link.
Yeah, so did
FBI
I.
reports it. Um, all right, excuse me for a second.
Oh my god.
All right, okay, I am back.
This
Okay, so
this is so
okay,
funny.
okay, you don't have to talk like that while we're on the podcast. Anyway, we're on CNN.com. FBI reports that hacker claimed to have taken over flight's engine controls. This was posted 5 days ago, Monday, May 18th at about
I don't know about
9:19 p.m.
engine
Eastern
control.
Time.
So they took control of the engine? He took control of the engine, so he was able to control the throttle of the aircraft?
Right. I guess the guy's name
20
is
times?
Chris
He did it
Roberts.
20 times before even like releasing anything? Oh, he did post something on his.
Yes, he claims to have done so 15 to 20 times from 2011 to 2014. And going to what I know already from different various rumors, that the guy actually claimed that he was just doing this to test or to bring out the flaws to Boeing and Airbus to show what
You
they
know,
need to fix and
the
stuff. And
thing is,
that's his claim.
the United
Even
Airlines
though
released a statement to the FBI that Roberts had posted tweets about hacking into planes he was traveling on and possibly activating the emergency passenger oxygen masks. But I don't see how they have so much evidence of him actually being able to do these climb commands and stuff. Because according to my research, it clearly says that the only tweets that he gave out were about passenger oxygen mask, which really wouldn't have endangered passengers. But if he did have control of the throttle and other like the oxygen supply in general, he could have caused some bad stuff to happen to that plane.
hmm Yeah, and that's something we obviously want to look out for because I mean, well, this guy claims to not intentionally be doing this, but to just report the flaws that are in these airplanes. And
What?
obviously, Airbus is going to be having more problems with that because Airbus is really
Boeing,
bad.
Boeing,
Huh.
Boeing.
Anyway, okay.
Anyways,
Anyway,
it says here, I believe that entertainment systems are completely separate. Entertainment systems are their own little thing, and the computer's flight calculation
I,
systems
yeah,
are a whole nother
that's what I
computer.
thought as
And then
well.
a statement from Boeing also said its entertainment systems are, quote, isolated from flight and navigation systems, unquote.
That is what I'm really wondering. I don't know what to say about that because I really thought that they were separate as well. Um,
They are separate. I can guarantee you they're separate.
yeah,
And Boeing
yeah. I
also
don't.
mentioned that they cast doubt on the hacking claims.
I mean, unless there was some USB thing that you plugged in something that could connect to it somehow, something
Yeah,
that's
and put
close
some sort of
by.
malware piece on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. Well, I mean, he's probably an expert at this kind of stuff since he's been doing this
Yeah,
for
but this
15 to 20
statement even
times.
this statement also says the company further said that it does not discuss the plane's design features for security reasons, but said, quote, it is worth noting that Boeing airplanes have more than one navigational systems available to pilots. No changes to the flight plans loaded into the airplane systems can take place without pilot review and approval. In addition, other systems, multiple security measures, and flight deck operation procedures help ensure safe and secure airplane operations, end quote. Airbus has not yet
Yeah.
issued a response, but previously it has said that security measures such as blah, 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 firewalls, restricted access, and the company blah blah blah, something about architecture and stuff. But my point is, this is impossible. I have a feeling this guy is a phony, and he's trying to get his little 15 minutes of fame and posting all this stuff on Twitter and going to CNN. He went to CNN. Not United. United didn't even want to talk about it. The FBI didn't want to talk about it. Boeing didn't want to talk about it. Airbus didn't want to talk about it. He went to CNN, or somebody went to CNN about it. This guy is just looking for his little 15 minutes of fame.
Right. Yeah, and there's other things here that say that he's been just issuing commands. So I mean, I don't know if he's had some control panel he designed himself, but he was sending commands, like climb commands, like, for example, to the airplane. I mean, I can't process that, but I mean, he's one of those computer guys that just know everything, uh, uh, and hopefully that won't happen, because I mean the FBI is now like monitoring him now. I mean, if he does it again, I mean he's probably not going to be able to
He
do it
didn't even
again.
do anything.
Like, he's probably like banned from flying. I mean, I don't know what they're doing
I
on
doubt
this,
he's
and I wish I
banned
could
from
read.
flying, but I'm pretty sure they're taking a close look at the guy. And I'm pretty
Oh
sure the
yeah,
FBI wants to get involved with him, and they want to find out what he's doing, and they're going to try to work in conjunction with him as much as physically possible to fix the issue at hand.
right. Yeah, well, I mean, there's very little percent chance that this would happen to any of you that are watching, which is no one currently, but I mean, what could happen? That is one good story. I mean, there will be more that I mean, our schedule includes another podcast tomorrow, Saturdays at 8 o'clock. Hopefully that'll work out too.
Really?
Yes, that is actually what I included. It would be Friday, Saturdays, and Tuesdays, because that's actually in the direct center of those days. Just to kind of get a weekly thing, but I'm not really sure how long those are going to last. I mean, again, we're going to just play it by ear. But I mean, this could be one like a story that we kind of pay attention to. I mean, I'll see if I could do more research as the school year's coming to an end for us. There's going to be like tests I'm going to have to study for, and it's going to all happen this week. And
Yep.
the next week after that, we're going to be home free. So hopefully I'll get some stuff done after all that happens.
Home free. Maybe you'll buy yourself a microphone.
Maybe. Well, I do have one, but it's just like, wish I could plug it in. I mean, I do have my old laptop, which I could use.
Which is perfectly fine. I don't even know why you
next-
bought this one instead of the old one.
Well, because I didn't really like AMD as a processor. At only 1.4 gigahertz.
There's an in. Oh, 1.5.
And all the pretty much all the parts
Yucky,
from
icky,
Toshiba
gooey,
come from.
gross. Yucky, icky, gooey, gross. Intel, or I meant
Be quiet.
AMD, is stupid.
Okay. Anyway, so the Toshiba, a lot of the parts from Toshiba come from like Japan or China or wherever, a foreign Asian crap they send you. It takes like 10 years for it to get to your house.
What time does this podcast end?
I was thinking just making it an hour, but we could end it whenever we want, actually. Another one I want to talk about, which won't last for a while, which is why I want to get it now, is, well, an ad just popped up as I clicked on this stupid link. So that's what this does to me. It's about the Boston bomber and how he got sentenced to death.
Oh, the
In my
Boston
opinion,
Bomber? Yeah. My aunt was in that Boston Marathon.
Zokar
She was...
Sarnever, however you pronounce it. Anyway, in my opinion, that was probably my side. Sorry, there was an ad that just popped up. That's how my Google Chrome is, unfortunately. Anyway, my
Why don't you
opinion
get
on
ad block?
I don't know how all that works. Anyway, going back to the stories I was talking before you rudely interrupted me. Hello.
I
Anyway,
interrupted.
yes, that's what you've been doing this entire night.
I'm the guest.
Okay, well, I mean, you're here for a talk show, not a
You have
wedding
to let
party.
the guest interrupt you.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna state my opinion first, and then you can talk all you want about your aunt and whoever else was at that Boston bombing. In my
All
opinion,
right, so I'm gonna interrupt you.
okay, in my opinion, I think it was I don't think it was a bad idea to sentence him to death. I mean, just thinking about getting sentenced to death, if I were him, I would obviously wouldn't don't want. I would obviously not want that. If I were him, also, I
Well,
wouldn't be doing. I wouldn't be
the
helping
whole
my.
world hates him. The whole world hates him.
Yes.
He
Yeah, I mean,
deserves death, and he probably wants death for himself. Okay, if anything,
probably.
he
I mean, if I
probably
were
do
him, I wouldn't
suicide.
have even helped my elder brother do that anyway. So, I mean, I wouldn't be in that situation. But, um, yeah, I guess. I mean, he wasn't. I don't think he was surprised at the sentencing, um, which I don't think I was either. I mean, I was. I mean, just thinking about death though is kind of bad in a way. But I just,
From your
but
perspective, he was the one who wished death upon other people. Therefore, I believe
yes,
he
yeah. I
was
mean, that is.
expecting death upon himself.
I know that is like that. Yeah, that is reasonable in all ways, and I totally agree with that. Just I mean, my perspective, thinking about death, it's just like really. I don't know. It just it's hard for me, but
Freaky.
a little bit, yeah, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I wish him good luck in hell. Hope he has a great time with his older brother. Um, getting
Did
beaten
his
by
older brother die? What happened to his older brother?
I think he got killed when he was like being or got shot or something when he was escaping. I don't know. Maybe he had an accident. I don't know. That was a crazy night, by the way. That I don't even know what day of the week it was, but that day of the Boston bombing, I just can't. Like, I just kept looking at my TV. Like, it was one of those days where, I mean, I wanted to go on my computer. I was like, it was one of those
Yeah, it was
days
sort
where
of like a 9/11 moment, like the first plane
it
hit,
was.
and
I just
then
because
like everybody's waiting for more to happen.
at that point in life, I was on my laptop, kind of like how I am now, and I was in a I was in a school day and just waiting for to get home and just game and stuff and whatnot. But that I mean, now when that happened and they were just looking for the two guys who did it, like having a manhunt, that's kind of cool stuff. Like I just want to keep looking at the news, and I was being updated that entire night, and it was awesome when they finally found the
Awesome,
guy.
awesome in a perspective, like awesome in a good perspective, not a
Yeah,
like
but
from a bad
about the
perspective.
I was about to say assassination, even though it's like not an assassin. Anyway,
The
uh,
bombing.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, not
Anyway,
the
sorry to
bombing.
interrupt, but my aunt was in that race. She lives in California, and she flew all the way to Boston for that stupid race. And 12 seconds before, I think it was 12 seconds before the bomb went off, she crossed the finish line. She was in that area. It was so scary because Google had set up this service where you could type in like a runner's name and you'd find out if they're okay or not. And I had seen my aunt the couple days before. She stopped in Cleveland to say hi and stuff. So I hear a lot of these death stories like on the news and stuff, and like there's always these weird coincidences where like the family members of the people who have died were like talked to by that person so awkwardly a couple days before. Like you never talk to the person for a year, the day before they die. It's like, hey, how are you? How you doing? Talk to you later. And it's so coincidental, but nothing happened to her. She's fine. Just a little mentally scarred.
Yeah, and I kind of would be too as well. If I were, I mean, if I saw the bomb at least. I mean, if I were injured
You
from it,
can't see the bomb. It was in
well, no,
a
no,
book
I mean
bag.
like when it blew up, because when bombs blow up, then it's kind of huge and you can kind of see it. So,
Oh
uh,
yeah, she was in shock, I believe. But
but
the other funky thing is that those people who had placed the bomb directly after placing the bomb, or maybe it was when it went off, they walked into a grocery store to buy milk. Okay, to buy milk.
Oh, wait, who'd you say the bombers?
The bombers walked into a grocery store to buy milk
Oh,
directly after they placed the bombs.
oh, I thought they were just standing there the entire time, like waiting for it to happen.
I thought they were gonna be like running away, maybe like it was gonna happen. I don't know how they made those bombs. It was like pressure cooker and a timer or something like that. But I mean, it was genius engineering. They probably watched a YouTube tutorial for it, but who cares?
But yeah, going back to the death sentence, just to kind of conclude this sort of, because we only have like about 10 minutes left or less, depending on when we're going to end this. Um, uh, yeah, I honestly don't care for him. He's probably, they probably did it already. He's probably gone now, and we don't have to worry about
I hope
him
he's
doing.
dead. I hope he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised Obama didn't issue anything. I'll just release him because he didn't do anything
Obama
wrong
made a
with us.
statement about Boston. Boston, the night of Boston bombings, Obama came live from the White House and made a statement. It was pretty interesting. He talked a while, but it was all about like America's relations with other countries, and we're not going to let this something defeat us or whatever. It was basically 9/11 for Boston.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't as bad as 9/11, like obviously, but yeah, it was a pretty bad event that just occurred within American years, and that's something we're gonna think about. I mean, not as much as we're gonna think about 9/11, but it's yeah, it's something. But um, yeah, that's all I really got to say on that. I mean, I obviously didn't say anything. You did pretty much all the talking, which made it a lot easier for me. Actually, I think I might be catching a cold because I think I'm getting down with like a sore throat or something. But so yeah, that'll happen. Um, yeah, that's all I really want to do for now, unless you have anything else to say about any news stories or Boston.
Nope.
Great.
There was that man who. Oh, okay, I got one. There was this guy who allegedly killed four people in D.C. and they couldn't find. I talked to you about this the other day, and it wasn't very popular when I talked to you about it, but now it's all over the news. They couldn't find out who this guy was. So before he murdered this family and tortured them, he ordered a pizza, and the pizza was delivered to the house. Okay, and he didn't eat the crust. Who doesn't eat the crust? The crust is the best part. He didn't eat the crust, and the police officers had no leads on this man. He was a suspect. They had no leads on the guy except his DNA was found on the pizza. He set the house on fire afterwards, but his DNA was still found on the pizza. And I think that's so awesome. Pizza solved the murder mystery. Woo!
Right. Okay. That's a mystery for you. I didn't really listen to any of that, but yeah, I'm sure it will be when I actually listen to it. Sorry, you might hear some cluttering because I'm moving around my laptop, but anyway, yeah, we could
Okay,
end
blah
this
blah blah.
anyway. We could end this a little bit earlier on the early side because I mean it is uh, actually where we're at. It's about 10:38 right now, and so yeah, it's kind of late. Um, haven't got
But
much
if you're
sleep
watching this in
lately.
the future, thank you for watching. And thank you for joining once again. Please
Yeah,
check out my podcast. That's the Friday show. Hopefully, again, we'll put a link to
it's
the in
actually
that
pretty
in
funny. It's kind of humorous how you're a special guest and you're actually advertising for us. But I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's a great thing. But thank you for that. If if you watch this entire thing so far, I'd like to congratulate you on watching the stupidest thing you ever possibly watch, in my opinion. Because that's I mean, whoever the creator of anything will always look at the bad sides of stuff, in my perspective. But because I mean that's what I do. Like I filmed the choir concert a couple nights ago, and I just thought all the bad things about the film that I made. But I'm not going to get more into that because I actually want to end pretty soon. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I really got to conclude for this podcast. What else you got?
Nothing much. Thanks for joining once again.
All right. That'll wrap it
Have a
up
good
for this
night.
first podcast. Everyone have a good night. This broadcast
Thank
might
you.
stop a little bit
Thank you for
later, but that's
watching.
fun. thank you for watching. Again, we might be on, or we'll probably be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock, or yeah, 8 o'clock Central.
Any special
Um,
guests tomorrow that aren't me?
Probably you.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
once we have more audience, we might get viewers on here and stuff because they
awesome.
might talk about
All right.
stuff.
Well, the podcast has to end in 5 seconds. Five,
All
four,
right.